Hey, good afternoon, my flight simming friends. So the Airbus 310, not as intuitive as I thought, as with all the others. And so watched a couple of quick tutorials to get kind of my bearings about me. And I did discover that it's got a neat Simbrief feature. So you can import a Simbrief plan really easy without having FlyPad or any of that other stuff. And you don't have to hunt through menus. It's got a dedicated key to just import it. We're also going to be taking a look at the SimPad, or whatever it's called. Let me show you in here. Wait. The Simbrief panel. And this will allow you to look at one of your flight plans and possibly do some manual editing or manual entry into the MCDU. So we're going to, I kind of want to fool with both of those today. Not going to really go through the checklists. There's a lot there, and I still have a couple videos to watch to absorb everything that's going on the checklist. My landings, it's very different landing. And the auto throttle, I don't know why you have auto throttle when it doesn't auto throttle. It auto throttles, but it doesn't auto throttle, and you have to still set it. So I haven't done a successful landing, and hopefully this one will be different. I came in here, I needed to turn down the sound. Those engines are just a little too much. Even with all the levels down, they're still really loud. That's not even us. I don't know where all that engine noise is coming from. Let's look around. I don't even see anybody else. Sounds like it's us, but we shouldn't even be on. All of a sudden it got quiet. So I guess we were picking up somebody else. Okay. Okay, so quick starts. Quick starts. Preliminary cockpit. Autocomplete. Like deck preparation. Autocomplete. He said, don't be surprised if it stalls out doing some of these. He goes, there's a lot for it to do. There's a lot for you to learn with this aircraft. It is fantastic. You know, not completely steady level, but if you are looking for a lot more, then this is probably it. Okay. Yeah, this is where he said it was going to start possibly slowing down. Or things that it can't do. I don't know. We'll find out. On. It's on. Autocomplete item. Okay. Push it. Dude, it's doing something. He says, monitor the APU. Okay, we're monitoring. Got our monitoring on. Hey, it's 0042 right now, and you just got off the phone with Hans. Well, hopefully you're both doing well. I wanted to get my head around the A310 today. Okay. Well, I'm guessing that that page is done then. We haven't called in anything. Call in and ask for a power supply. Okay, so they'll hook us up. All right, let's go to the next page. Engine start. Start. So maybe I turn everything down too much. There must have been another plane taken off. Well, buddy, I thought it was supposed to auto start there. Come on. After start. At 20% into. Yeah, a lot to learn. Don't know what that's doing.
Switch. Press. Engine 1 fuel lever.
There's no slider. It just goes up or down. But it's doing its thing.
On at 20% N2. Ecom ENG status page. Monitor. Blue open light for English 1. Extinguished.
Okay. So now back to the MCDU. And Simbrief. All right. Well, you have a good rest. You take care. Cheers. Grab my coffee, raise a mug. Cheers. Okay, Simbrief. Do. All right, so let's. This is a short fly to Cheyenne, Wyoming. So I've got a. Let me change the time. Like 24 now. Whatever. All right. Oh. Okay, so I've gone through here and I've set us up a flight. There's the aircraft type. Some of the stuff I just don't know. I'm letting it stay with what it's got on auto for like cost index or volume profiles. all this ARAC stuff, we don't, you know, it may be outdated, but we're just practicing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be most date one. They might assign us different departure runways and arrival runways, but I've got a set here. I've added some extra weight. Added some reserve fuel. And this is the route that it's chosen. These are other routes we could do. But we'll just go with what's here. Okay. And then, again, if you want to find other routes or whatever, there are other options in here. Basically, this is our flight plan. All right. Nothing fancy. Okay, we need to now save it. Okay. So now in here in the MCDU, under menu, under ACARS, you now have a Simbrief button. You will have to have your Simbrief account, and not entirely sure I remember how that linked in with SimConnect and all that, but you just type in your name. Go back. And you enter your username and then hit the Simbrief key. And now it pulls up what we have saved. KCOS to KCYS. And it should have taken care of some of these things. Now under our flight plan, we should see that flight plan. KCOS to the BRK VOR. Top of climb. Over to the FQF VOR. Top of descent to GLL. Now at GLL, we're on the Victor 89 highway to Ames. Staying on the Victor 89 highway, we go to Pash. Staying on the Victor 89 highway, we go to Hammer. Then it looks like our descent or our deceleration. Still on Victor Highway 89 to CYS, and then to the runway. Okay, now I wanted to try to add some things in here. Okay. So let me grab Sky Vector. And I have a rough idea. Let me kind of rough this out here. Put a KCOS there. But didn't have to do that. You must sign in. Cancel. We've never had to sign in before. And we want KCYS. Okay. So then after we take off, I want to add some points in here and see if I can make it do something. So I think we're going to the BRK VOR first. Yeah, let me go back up. Okay, so it's going to go from BRK and then to FQF. And FQF should be... It's up here too. Is that MCA? FQF. Ah, it is right there. It says MCA, but this is pointing right to it. FQF. Boy. BRK. Let's type it in here, FQF. And then from FQF, it's going to GLL. Where's that at? Okay, up there. Okay, so I want to, let's add some points in here. So between here and here, we got to stretch, so we can add some points in there. Let's see if we can add like Luff's waypoint in there. Ugh. Just grab this, put it there. Luff's, okay. Then we'll make a jog back over here. See if we can make it go to Ho-Hum. Okay. Once it leaves here, not a whole lot of work room. Let's see what we got here after that. GLL. To Ames. Yeah, this is the big stretch of Victor Highway 89. GLL to Ames. And Victor 89. Which one is Victor 89? Ah, straight up. See? Victor 89. So it goes to Pash. There's Ames right there. Ames, Pash, and then it's going to go to Hammer. All right, well, again, we don't got a whole lot of work room unless we want to... Let's put a point in over here. We can make it after Ames. Send it to Yokes. And after Pash, let's send it to Benny. All right, so I've got some more points in there, and I wanted to see about... I didn't want to do the whole flight plan in the MCDU, but I wanted to add some points in here. I mean, we could start all over and blow it all out, but I think you'll get the point. Or at least I'll get the point. Hey, you, come back. Okay, so I wanted to go, let me go back up. So after FQF, or after BRK, right here, I want to go to stop moving. After BRK, I want to do a new waypoint. And I want to go to Luff's. Sorry I couldn't see the keyboard. LUFSE. Oh, that didn't clear. And then that speed brake knob is right in front of my clear button. Clear. 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 Oh my lord. Clear. Luff's. New waypoint. Great. So KCOS to BRK to Luff's. Then I wanted to go to Ho-Hum. Let me click on Luff's. Add new waypoint, Ho-Hum. Great. After Luff's, Ho-Hum. So good. That's all good so far. I have a discontinuity. When this happens, it doesn't know how to go from Ho-Hum to FQS. So you need to make it bridge that connection. Hit clear. Make sure clear shows up on your pad. And then click on the discontinuity. So now it figures out what to do between Ho-Hum and FQF. Okay, after FQF, we get to go to GLL. So click in here. GLL. Okay, we've got GLL. Now, I don't know if we enter the highway. I don't know how to enter the highways yet, or I haven't figured it out. I can try it, but like GLL, what the heck? We'll just keep going. From GLL, we're going to Ames. Okay, Ames. Then I wanted it to go to Yokes. After Yokes, I want it to go to Pash. I think we already had Pash in there. Out. Sure. Yeah, okay, clear the discontinuity. Yokes to Pash, from Pash to Benny. Benny to Hammer. And from Hammer to basically to the runway at this point. We haven't set up an arrival. Okay, so let's go back to the flight plan. Go all the way to our arrival. And click on KCYS. And what do they have for stars? Okay, I want ILS 27. And we're coming from Hammer. So ILS 27, our last transition point was Hammer, so I'm going to put that in and see what we get. And return. Okay, so Benny, Hammer, runway. Okay. So now we go to, what door is open? Come up here, set this to plan. Let's take a good look at our plan. Set this out to like 120 miles. And I got nothing. Where's my plan, man? Oh. If I had it on plan. Okay, good. The BRK, FQF, GLL, Yokes, Pash, Benny, Hammer, blah, blah, blah. Okay. What door is open? Now this stuff I haven't figured quite out yet where to enter all this stuff in, but I'm using the Simbrief plan. So hopefully it's set all this properly.
Colorado Springs ground Kineas 310. I am done with power.
You're done with the power. Aircraft, flight details. Where's the doors? All right, it's gone. APU is running, parking brake on, seatbelt on, no smoking on. Probably need this in ignition. APU. Available on. Okay.
Colorado Springs ground Kineas 310 ready to copy IFR clearance to Denver.
So filing our filing our flight plan.
Takeoff runway 17 left, climb at
Uh-oh.
16,000 feet.
Okay.
Frequency is 124.0.
Oh no. So in the main menu, I set it up wrong. From the main menu, I only set it up to Denver.
Denver Airport is filed. Take
And it thinks we're going to Denver.
climb and maintain 16,000
Hmm.
feet. Departure on 124.0, squawk 1272.
Kineas 310 readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.7 when ready to taxi. Good day.
So we'll get up in the air and let's see, maybe we'll cancel it when we get towards Denver and try to set it up with the flight plan that we currently have in there. Yeah, I forgot. I set it up for Denver earlier and I'm like, no, that's too short. We need to like do Cheyenne or something.
Colorado Springs ground Kineas 310 with India ready to taxi IFR.
What was the...
310 taxi to and hold short of runway 17 left using taxiway cross runway 31. Contact tower on 133.15 when ready.
2315 when ready. Okay.
Taxiing hold short runway 17 left using taxiway cross runway 31 Kineas 310.
Colorado Springs Airport information, India 1800 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility, 9er. Sky condition, clear. Temperature, 15. Dew point, 1 tree. Altimeter 29er.9er2.
All right. It's 2992.
Runway 17 left in use. Landing and departing runway 17 right and runway 17 left. DFR aircraft safety
2992. It's already set.
hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have India. Kilo Foxtrot Charlie Sierra, automated weather observation 180.
But I can't get a pushback now? All right, well,
Visibility, 9er. Sky condition, clear. Temperature, 15 Celsius. Dew point, 1 tree Celsius. Altimeter 29er2. Colorado Springs Airport information, India 1800 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility, 9er. Sky condition, clear. Temperature, 15. Dew point, 1 tree. Altimeter 29er.9er2. Visual runway
well, you, come on.
ILS runway 17 left in use. Landing and departing runway 17 right and runway 17 left.
There we go.
DFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back, hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have India.
The darn ATIS won't shut off.
Automated weather observation.
Bye-bye.
0 Zulu. Wind calm.
There we go. my reverse throttle. Well, that's working. Lordy, lordy, lordy. The engines sound like they've spooled up, but I'm not getting any forward thrust. Let's check the parking brake in here. You know what I mean? So I've screwed up somewhere. Plane's also legging me out quite a bit, actually. That's not. A horrible sound. Well, see, it still thinks it's still putting us into reverse. All right, so it's not coming out of reverse thrust. So how do you toggle it from out here? Ah, see. Okay, well, that's not right. So it's there. Well, I don't rightly know. All right, let me look at where they have the these things at. That should bring it back up, but it's not locking. That one locked. That one stayed. Nope, then they go back. And then we get forward thrust, but then it's like no power. All right. Well, I didn't want to fuss too much with going through the checklist, and I think there in somewhere is a mistake. Just running through it all that way. But I don't want to mess with that. I really want to get to the flight, so I'm going to put us right on the runway this time. And I won't set up our destination in here. We're just going to put a 17 left where we were going anyway. Hey, if you're just tuning in, you're just kind of sitting there watching me screw up, and you need another follower, please say hello in the chat room so I can go to your channel and subscribe to you. If you would like to subscribe to me, that would be great. I'd appreciate it. Help me help you. Let's raise all aircraft. Not as cool. I'll still subscribe. Okay. Let's go and import our plan again. So menu, ACARS, Simbrief, pending, done. Love it. Okay, so we're cleared. See, these things aren't entered though. I think it's 145, 145, 150. Four, 5, you dummy. $150. Doesn't want to take that one. All right, well, whatever. Speed 50. I think they're going to send us to 17. And this is different from the A320. This one screwed me up for a little while. You have to, there's no auto throttle. I mean, you look at this here. We don't have the standard markings that we have, you know, for like toga, climb, auto throttle on the throttle there. This plane was made in the 80s. So for takeoff, they wanted you to press the takeoff button. And you can't really read it. Very hard to read. But you're supposed to press this for your takeoff speed. And then you can't tell if it's on or off. But you hear the engine spooling up. Still sounds horrible. A horrible little grindy noise there. $120. Yeah, that's a really crap noise. 145. I would have shot an engineer. I'm like, come on, man. Whatever the hell that noise is, you got to get rid of that. Here, I'm going to subject you to hours of that noise. See how you feel. All right, auto throttle's on. Nav on. Autopilot on. Continuous relight on. Turn that off.
Colorado Springs approach Kineas Tree 10 is type 4 miles south of Colorado Springs, 8,700 feet. Request
Landing light extended.
Kineas Tree 10 Colorado, Springs approach. Squawk 4 Tree 64.
Turn off the runway turn lights.
64 Kineas
Taxi light.
10.
Climbing, there's 10,000. You're up. Flaps up. That is just downright annoying. That's horrible. I can't take it, Captain. Guess we're gonna have to imagine this is a new electric aircraft. Turn up the environment. I think that's too quiet. Well, at least there's something there. Okay. Getting out of stall range, climbing. This up. You have to pull this. So that is kind of like the 320. Now it's going up, but auto throttle should be doing this. I don't know the point of having auto throttle when it's not doing auto throttle. All right. So there's BRK. Let's see about adding something into our flight plan now. From BRK, we wanted to go to Luffs. Luffs, we wanted to go to Ho-Hum. Great. So we got a couple of turns in there. Make sure she's doing her thing. Holding at 17,000 feet. That's good. Taking a moment to sightsee a little bit. I'm surprised we're not getting the environment noise out here. The wind. That makes no sense. Nothing does these days. And that's strange. At least usually out here you can still hear the environment. Oh. Another gremlin in the system, sir. Something nice about this plane, you can kind of go back in the back. I haven't been able to get all the way to the backpack yet, but click on the door. How about some coffee? I don't know about you, but I could use some. Where's the coffee pot? There we go. I'm short. Speaking of, let me grab mine. Cheers! Here's to your health, well-being, and prosperity. It's noisier here than it is outside. How is that possible? Oh, this one's allowing me to go all the way back. Earlier, I couldn't get back here. It was blocking me for some reason. Good place for have a quick smoke. I know you're probably not supposed to smoke on these flights, but it's my flight, and I don't mind. And it's 28 minutes after the hour, so 4 minutes past the 4:20 mark. You know what I mean? So let me grab my 4:20 accoutrement. Yes, our accoutrement. Our smoking accoutrement. Try to be posh. Ah. Take the edge off. Okay. These do display the information from the fly pad. 23 degrees outside. Oh, they're doing it in Fahrenheit, which is nice. But then they switched to meters. 5,189 meters. 680 kilometers per hour. 161 miles ago. We're kind of hauling ass. Pikes Peak. I like this. Normally we only get the two internal views, the showcase view or whatever, 12 and 13. You only get like one wing or the other. So this is nice that you get to come back and pick a seat, any seat. I can't wait for one of these days for them to allow all of our followers to get avatars and come on our flights. I would love, if you got a lot of social media followers, let's say you're on X or Facebook or whatever, pick your favorite social media. And you have a lot of followers or whatever, people who tune into your live streams. And you've got lots of them. But they need a way to enjoy the flight and not just watch it. Don't you think? We need a like a Microsoft Flight Simulator passenger app. Somehow, some way, your followers can go download the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 passenger app and create themselves an avatar with all those wonderful choices that we now have in the character creator coming up. And even that noise is annoying. So yeah, giving them an opportunity to create an avatar out of all the wonderful avatars. And then entering in their favorite pilot's handle that they follow. You. And whenever you're live or flying, they get a notification that their favorite pilot is flying, and they can then press a button and appear inside the cabin. Maybe even appear inside of a seat, or maybe they get to pick a seat, or I don't know. But a way for all of your followers to enjoy a flight from inside the aircraft. With drone camera tools and the ability to walk around, and we're going to have voice communication too. So maybe again, like a social room, like turning the interiors of your aircraft into little mini social hubs, your own little social media places. So there's got to be a way for all your friends through the app or whatever to communicate with each other, and for them to communicate with you, and you to communicate with them, and you can send out food and drinks, and they can collect frequent flyer miles, and they can open up Sky Mall and use their frequent flyer miles to purchase items and cosmetics, new shirts, clothing. Maybe they can play games together, trivia, poker, whatever. I don't know. We need to really think about that too as far as interiors are concerned. Because if this ever becomes something beyond me rambling about it in my imagination, see, there's areas where you can get stuck. Like there, I just got stuck. But redesigning these interiors as a social room instead of this. This is so, passenger liner. This isn't made for partying. So I really wish I could find people who design these interiors and find somebody who will make custom interiors. Because I want to, first of all, rip out everything in the middle. Just rip all this out. Okay? Turn these into like individual or love seats of 3 or love seats of 6. Just mix it up. But all of these seats need to be facing in. Or your seat can turn or whatever. Maybe these seats against the window. But either way, more people facing in at each other. Maybe create larger windows. So yeah, they may be facing in, but they can turn their head and... It'd be better if they did the dome stuff, like in the dome in Las Vegas, and they covered all the interior surfaces in here with screens. Even in the walls, I suppose, not just the ceiling, the roof. And then you can project what's outside the aircraft right onto the video screens inside, giving them heart attacks. You know, what would that be like when they, if you're sitting here and they make every surface project what's outside the aircraft? And that's not outside the realm of possibility right now. I mean, we've already seen the dome and how they can put video screens on every surface of everything now. Would that scare the death out of you? Or do you think you can handle that? You think people can handle that? I mean, looking out the window is one thing, right? But do you think people could handle being able to see everything around them? and then if you have advanced camera controls, you could flip the camera around and show them everything that's underneath you. Just project it like, you know, like when you do one of these. Just turn everybody's camera while they're sitting there to project everything that's on the ground below you. Anyway, it would be nice to see people exploring different interiors, because this stuff has just got to go. It's just, flight anymore these days just sucks. You know, and then you got to pay through the nose for first class, but they're like, if this is first class up here, like these seats, I mean, come on. Come on. Really? You pay through the nose for these seats? Bull. Anyway, yeah, I wish I owned a fleet. Sorry we can't stuff it full like cattle. But you're going to have a much better time. Somebody said they did a mod for the lighting in here and they have really cool lighting. That's a good step in the right direction. Disco ball. I don't know if we could probably set up a room for a little dance floor towards the back. Gotta have some place for the DJ. Yeah, so we need to move beyond just the sardines. I've seen some first class where they are, you know, it'd be like rip out the front seats, you get all the leg room, and you got a nice little armrest, computer console, plugs, and but ugh, these are horrible. I want to see some real luxury. Oh yeah. Okay, we're coming in. That's Hammer up ahead there. All right, this is where I was failing last time. Again, auto throttle. I'm used to auto throttle. Doing the auto throttle, it's going to handle everything all the way down. But not in this case, so I'm going to see about slowing this thing down. Christina's making chocolate chip cookies. Man, I'm so excited. Okay, there's 220. And we haven't heard anything from air traffic control about coming down yet.
Denver Center, Kineas, tree 10, 17,000 feet.
Kineas tree 10 Denver Center altimeter 29er decimal 9er 2 radar contact continue.
All right.
Kineas tree 10 verified squawking 4 tree 64.
4364. 210, right? Not this time. I have got to learn how to talk ATC this year.
Kineas tree 10 contact Denver Center on 125 decimal 9er. Good day.
Well, good day to you, sir.
125 decimal 9er Kineas, tree 10. Goodbye. Denver Center, Kineas, tree 10, 17,000 feet.
Kineas tree 10 Denver Center altimeter 29er decimal 9er 2 radar contact continue. Kineas tree 10 verified squawking 4 tree 64.
4364. They have the squawk on this thing.
Kineas tree 10, your transponder appears inoperative or malfunctioning. Reset squawk 4 tree 64.
Well, I see ATC. Standby transponder. 4364.
Kineas tree 10, your transponder appears inoperative or malfunctioning. Reset squawk 4 tree 64. Kineas tree 10, ATC services terminated.
Really?
Denver Center, Kineas, tree 10, is type 5 miles west of Kilo Kilo Echo Romeo, 17,000 feet. Request flight following.
Kineas tree 10 Denver Center. Squawk 5425.
Squawk 5425 Kineas, tree 10.
Kineas tree 10 radar contact 5 miles northwest of Kilo
All right, so that works.
Romeo, 17,000 feet. Altimeter 29er decimal 9er 2.
Now we need to file the flight plan again, don't we?
Roger, Kineas, tree 10.
A long way away. But what happened to our instrument flight plan? Do. So politics. I don't really like talking about politics. I love talking about politics. But, you know, I'm supposed to be a flight simulator live streamer. You know, I'm not Alex Jones. And they can turn politics, you know, one of those things can turn off people and make people crazy, and especially now these days. But I do like thinking about it and discussing it and talking about things when people aren't trying to freak out and call you names and, you know, just try to be more Vulcan about it. But I keep thinking about the immigration issue and how things were done in the past and how they're not really done today. The wisdom of the past and leaders saying, look, if you're going to be ruling a town, a city, a state, a larger or a smaller country up to a larger country, these rules apply. And so many great leaders through time have, and their administrators and people in governments have all written things on the subject like, hey, you know, it is cool to have immigration unless they just hate everybody. But, you know, for every season, turn away. Meaning, there are periods where you have to have no immigration because you've got to give everybody a time to assimilate. The people that are here and the people that are coming here. You know, it's kind of like a trial period, but you really got to let everything, you know, balance itself out so you don't cause catastrophic problems. And the Democrats, well, people in our government in the past, let's even pick sides. The Democrats did this, the Republicans did that. Our government in the past was awesome when it came to saying, we need people here, 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 and here. We have a great works project going on over here where we're constructing a dam. We have a major highway project going on between these 3 states. We have 3 bridges that are being built here, here, and here. We have, you know, so all these great works projects that are in play. Okay. And that's how they ended up helping the economy and helping people out. They provided massive jobs to get these infrastructure things done. So with regards to, let's just bring in people and try to influence voting and all this crap. Have they actually Well, had they actually listened to our founders, they would just shut the doors off a long time ago and let everybody assimilate. But no, they just let's be nefarious about it all and really hurt everything. So they're bringing all these people in, and then they're flooding them into places that are basically full, and they're causing horrible problems. And not because people are horrible. It's what the government has done, which is going to create horrible people. You're going to put so much strain on people. You're going to cause people to possibly do things that they would never do. And nobody wants that. But that's what they've done. So when I fly around a lot and I see just how much open space there is, I'm sure somebody owns it, don't get me wrong. There are people that have, Ireland and England and Australia and all the rich people around the world that own massive amounts of land. But just looking around anywhere in the world, there's massive amounts of land. So the smart way and inexcusable way, they could have presented and done everything to do what they did by having a bunch of projects in play. So people have direction. People know where to go. Not only are we building these works at the moment, we're constructing 5 new cities. You want to help build the city? Great. Once you're done, pick a business. What do you want to own? Help out. You want to get into government? You're going to be the first one there. Giving all those people a purpose. And then a great feeling about the United States of America. We're building stuff. We're going to create new cities. I could be the first one to own the Starbucks. God bless America. But look what they've done. We're going to do it this way, and you're going to eat it, and we don't give a hoot what you think about it, and you're just going to suffer for our incompetence. So I was thinking about the guy that's running for president right now, who, hopefully things go well, and I'd like to think that he can get in there again. And you don't want to be an ass to people that really want to be here. We haven't been told to come down at all. This is such crap. I can't. Let me cancel the flight following. Try to file it again. Shove your squawk. We're already like 10 miles out.
Denver Center, Kineas Tree 10 is type 3 miles northwest of Whiskey Yankee for 517,000 feet.
Yeah.
Request flight following.
This ain't gonna work.
Kineas Tree 10 Denver Center.
No, we're already here.
Squawk Tree 742.
Squawk Tree 742, Kineas Tree 10.
So when the squawk, for whatever reason, turned itself off, didn't activate, threw us all out of order with ATC, didn't get to file our flight plan again. Now we're here. Now I'm just kind of going to be doing circles. And that's just lovely. Okay. Let's go back out to a point. Can we go back now, or did it clear everything as we flew it? Ah, great. So now, as you went through your flight plan, as you passed each waypoint, it deleted them. So now I can't go back through and do a direct to anything. Lovely. Let's go to CYS and hold there. Sure. You okay? So heading back there, and now they want me to squawk 3742. Ooh.
Kineas Tree 10 radar contact 6 miles west of Cheyenne, 17,000 feet. Altimeter 29.902.
Roger, Kineas Tree 10. Cheyenne Tower, Kineas Tree 10 is 6 miles west, 17,000 feet with Mike to land.
Kineas Tree 10 Cheyenne Tower. Altimeter 29.9er. 2 wind calm, enter left, traffic runway 27.
Make left traffic runway 27, Kineas Tree 10.
All right, let's see here. Do. In it. Yes. But the flight plan's out. So how do we set up a new flight plan? Yeah, so how do you blow out your flight plan? Let's see here. There. 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 No, you can't. There. Nope. Okay, let's try this. ECYS. New route to out ECS to nope. Oh, that's not good. The hell is that? Ah. Well, that is interesting. So, auto auto throttle's on. I've got us down to 182 knots. The thing is climbing as we're descending down to 8,000 feet, but she didn't adjust. It's not adjusting the speed for our descent. And pulling up and down here wasn't doing a darn thing. So turning off the auto throttle and just bringing it down at the moment. All right. And let's turn it on again right here. See if it'll hold 200. Okay, coming down. All right, where were we? Trying to figure out how to get to KCYS and get a runway chosen again. Where's one of those real life pilots when you need them? How do we set another? How do we clear our flight plan and set up for runway 27 now? How do you set up a new approach and arrival? What do you do? Because init isn't allowing me to clear anything and establish this again. I can't put anything in here. New route 2, and this didn't work unless I try. Let me try putting it in that way. But it's already got the /. It knows where we're coming from. The format error. What now? Who's calling? Nobody's home. AFS autopilot off? Yeah, okay. So? Okay, so I put KCYS back in there. It's turning, so maybe we can set it up again. Yep, 27. And Hammer was our star, or our trans. We don't want to go all the way back out to a star. Okay. Have. Zoom out and see what we have. Plan. Oh well, cross fingers. Glad I put that extra fuel. I need the chart. No. Okay, so we need to be at 7,800 feet. Winter is fast approaching. I've lived in Wyoming. It was cold. I don't think I'd mind living there again. Everybody says it's incredibly affordable. But it is Wyoming. All the trees, like, well, most of the trees in the state, they like pick up and moved to other places. So it's mostly this. But, you know, there's a charm in that. You can always plant trees. Some places in Wyoming, they have all the trees. Oh, when we were watching the developer interview where they were showing off the vertical takeoff and landing aircraft that are coming, they're like, surprisingly, most of these two models right here are coming from people that own large plots of land, like cattle ranchers. The cattle ranchers are buying up all the VTOLs, not the urban taxi guy. Now, having a VTOL out here, that would be awesome. Awesome, awesome. Lots and lots and lots of land. Okay, so we're on the inbound now. It's 30 miles. Okay. We need better binoculars for 2024. I miss the old Microsoft Flight Simulator binoculars. You could zoom into like the moon. I don't think there was a stop to the zoom. I really don't. It just kept zooming and zooming and zooming. But back then there wasn't anything to see. You could zoom all you want, but all you were getting was a pixel. But throughout 2020, I've found it really kind of annoying that we don't have binoculars or a much better zoom. Oh, I was looking in the wrong spot. I still am. All right, let's slow down. $1,800. Let's see about putting it into approach. Okay, come on. It says we're below the glide slope still. He's in land mode. Can't honestly say I see it at the moment. I don't know that it will do the approach. Okay.
com cleared to land runway 27.
Cleared to land runway 27 Kineas Tree 10.
Yeah, it's taking us to it. It's not setting us up for a landing. Ah, bugger. So what does it care if the autopilot is off? Why do you have to have it on? Why do you get that? I don't want it on. I don't want it to fight me. What the hell?
Stop rudder input. Stop rudder input.
How do you turn that damn thing off?
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Can't turn off altitude hold. And she's fighting me. I can't turn the thing. That's annoying. Bad. And it's not a auto land. That's so 80s. There's no master warning. There's over there. That's auto land. Well. Oh, I hate giving up. And we're stalling.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Yeah.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
We're definitely in 1980s movie mode now. Okay, what is going on now? Oh, we overstressed. Well, that's the way practice goes sometimes, and that's why we practice. That blows. All right, well, it is what it is. It's it's not always a happy ending, and it wasn't for us today. Folks, you have a wonderful night tonight, and stay out of trouble, and I will see you tomorrow, if not later tonight if I can't sleep.